Hi everyone, this is Marianne here from Revealing Light Tarot, Astrology and Spirituality. How are we all today, wherever you are in the world? When you're watching, a huge shout out to you. So my vacation during January is drawing to a close. It's the 25th here in Australia. Tomorrow we have our Australia Day, the day that Captain Cook landed on the shores of Australia. And we commemorate that. However, it's also Survival Day for our Indigenous peoples. So it's a mixed kind of a day here in Australia tomorrow. I will read on Australia today and also Canada. This is really like viewers' requests. I'll be looking at Putin and also just to check up on where the special counsel Jack Smith's investigation is up to with the ex-president. Little bit about the astrology today. The moon, of course, is in Pisces. It's always a good time to read when that occurs because Pisces is one of the most psychic signs. It's very much associated with the collective, and so we can tap into our psychic senses on days like this via the moon, which is I feel the emotions. Today the sun is sextiling Jupiter. Well, the sun, of course, is our essentially who we are in terms of astrology. Whatever your sun sign is the essence of you. But it's also I am. Who am I? The sun energy illuminates that. And sextiling Jupiter, there's a harmonious flow to an expansion of who you are. However, astrology rarely tells one picture. It tells many. And of course, there are many interpretations of the pictures that it does tell, or paint, I should say. And we have the sun conjunct Pluto, adding that into the mix. When something is conjunct, the energies of the two are blending. So we have the sun, the day, and Pluto, the underworld. Yes, it's an expansive day for us, in regards to our identity, who we essentially are, but also those things that we seek to keep hidden might be illuminated in the process as well. Okay, let's move. So that's just a really short snapshot of the astrology. I got inspired to pull an oracle card for the time that you're watching, wherever you may be, when you're watching this, whenever you're watching it. What is the message here for my viewers at this time when they're watching? Heart, home and compassion. That's a very good lesson for us, that we need to have compassion for others and understand where they're coming from. You don't have to turn the other cheek to someone who's abusive of you. I don't subscribe to that philosophy, but we do need to have compassion for those that are suffering. And I believe that makes for the best karma in this lifetime if you are able to help those that need a hand up when they most need it. The heart is where the compassion is and comes from. And that compassionate feeling can free your manifestation energy up as well, because it removes I believe, a huge block. I think the heart is designed to be compassionate. Repairing the veil and forgiveness, well, it's kind of more of what I was talking about, where we can forgive those that may have been misguided in what they were doing at a particular time. That as time goes on, they don't necessarily hold that same view that might have hurt you. So that's when it's time to forgive. And deep diving into the task, that's that sun conjunct Pluto. So very much cards reflecting the astrology in a way, when we're happy and joyful, we can be compassionate. When we are looking at what our deepest fears are, or our deepest triggers, as well as our deepest values, we can find that forgiveness in our heart. And sometimes we've just got to dive right down with that Plutonian energy to get to the essential truth. So while song resonating, I guess when we have these insights, we get a kind of alignment that takes us forward in our thinking. Okay, there's a little bit of random sage for you for the day. Now let's get on, and some astrology there as well. Let's get on with the readings. I'm using, that was the Shaman's Dream Oracle. This is the Holographic Tarot deck. It's just Rider Waite spruced up with some lot of colours. So I do like using them, particularly when we see the way the light hits the cards. All right, where will we start? Where will we start? Let's, viewers' requests this is. I guess the big question, President Zelensky of Ukraine came out and kind of considered that Putin might be actually passed away or hidden from sight. I've had a lot of viewers saying, is Putin dead? Let's see if what we can see here. Okay, Putin, Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin, show me clearly. Okay, so look, there's a I'm just getting someone lying down. It could be there's sunlight falling on his face. So it could be that he's deliberately retreated for some reason out of view, because of what the mobilization that is going on in Russia at this time. They might feel the less people see of Putin, the better. No, I don't think he's passed, but let's ask the cards, because I see someone doing his hair, so we might see him in public soon. But let's take a good look at this through the cards. He could have been unwell actually, or they've taken him out of view. Like it's that kind of energy. All right, is Vladimir Putin dead? We all live in hope, don't we? I shouldn't have said that, but is Vladimir Putin dead? Oh, 2 cards have come out. Wow, okay, so we've got endings. The 10 of Swords, if he's not dead yet. Oh, I shouldn't say it like that, should I? I mean, it's hard not to. This is a person that has killed children, women, children, bombed civilian playgrounds, hospitals, schools. It looks like it's the end of a cycle for him, and we've got the Fool card, which is something new, and Russia. So I am being told or guided to let you know that if it's not the end now, it will be. I don't know how soon, but he's not going to make old bones, put it like that. He's certainly not going to be in charge of Russia in the foreseeable future. Russia finishes a cycle. It's all part of this Ukrainian war. We've got commitments with others. That could be a peace deal later on down the track. Let's see. Is Putin dead? Is Putin dead? Seeing a fountain, lots of cups. Okay, well, there's the star. Well, okay, the star is hope. And the Knight of Pentacles, crossed by the Knight of Pentacles, is resilience. This is saying keep your hope alive generally. We have the Six of Cups coming. A lot of cups I'm seeing. It's like the past. The past is where he is at this time. He's in the past. Anyway, we've got betrayal, heartbreak. That's in the past. Okay, so he hasn't, at the very least, I can say that he hasn't got the support that he did in the past. We've got the Wheel of Fortune in the sky, which is that Jupiter energy. The sky, what's crowning this reading, it's a potential future. I asked, had he passed away? There are a lot of 10s turning up, ending of cycles. So in the immediate future, we've got people giving him help, loans, debts, giving him a hand up. That's in the immediate future. We have the Four of Wands, reunions, celebrations, wish fulfillment. It's like we're all going to get our wish. But I'm still not seeing that he's passed yet. The Two of Swords, it's a crossroads. It's a crossroads time. In the invasion of Ukraine, it's a crossroads for Ukraine. It's a crossroads for Russia. Now, I will look at Russia's astrology when I get back on track here, when I come back fully from vacation. I did say when I looked at my Ukraine reading for 3 to 6 months, that in January Ukraine would have problems with supply. A few days after I did that reading, Germany said no, they're not going to give the Leopard tanks to Ukraine, or they didn't commit to giving them to Ukraine. The US, of course, gave them their Abrams tanks and put pressure in a way on Germany to come through. As it turns out, Germany, which has sold their Leopard tanks to Poland, they're going to give their tanks to Ukraine, or Ukraine's going to purchase their tanks. In other words, the Leopard tanks will end up in Ukraine. So that's a good thing. Back to Putin, the Knight of Cups. Well, that's an offer. You could see him emerge and make an offer of peace. Yeah, there's a lot of cups here. He could, but you can't trust whatever he says. And the Two of Pentacles, again, decisions. He's got problems. Putin's got problems internally within Russia. And he's got to make a decision soon as well. Yeah, here's another 10. Okay, so is he dead? No, I don't think he is. I think he will make a public appearance. He has been out of public view, either because he's unwell or because they've chosen to keep him out of the public's eye. But something's not right here. I'm feeling... I don't get a sense that he's passed at all. Just got somebody riding a motorbike. Maybe when he appears again, he'll be on a horseback or motorbike to show that he is resilient and strong. But that's really the situation for Putin. So, yeah, that's what I get on him. All right, let's have a look at where do we want to go now? We might go to Canada. Pardon me. Let's go to Canada. I think the question that I'm going to ask around Canada, I think Canada, generally is stable under Trudeau, but I think the biggest threat I get, or the biggest concern from my Canadian viewers, is around the pockets of right-wing extremism that seems to be surfacing. I don't know whether it's an import from the US, or whether that's just how, we've all got this extremism emerging in our societies. But Canada had that huge trucking blockade, and I think some of their states are governed by extremists. So let's just take a look. Will Canada ever be governed nationally by an extremist, right-wing extremist? Will Canada ever be governed by an extremist, right-wing politician? Will Canada ever move from left, centre to the extreme right wing? Will Canada ever be governed nationally that way? Oh, okay, so we've got loss, regret, sadness. Why are people feeling sad? And we've got deception. Okay, so deception and lies. So there's a feeling, I feel, of generally of mistrust in their politicians. I think that goes both ways. They are looking for maturity, someone with wisdom. That's a water sign there. The Nine of Pentacles is in the past. So there could be this feeling in Canada, and I don't know, that they feel like they need more out of those that are in power, regardless wherever that is. In the sky, we've got the Hermit. A lot of soul searching and reflection going on about their politics right now. We've got the Emperor in the immediate future. The Emperor is control. It could be Trudeau. Readings I've done on Trudeau when he was a younger politician showed he had to get to the King of Cups through political missteps, which I think he's had. But we see strong government in the immediate future. Right now, I know what this is, the Death card. I think the mass graves of Indigenous children really, it really affected Canadians, and I feel that it caused a mistrust in, whether it was the church, or whether, I'm not seeing the Hierophant here, but political leaders. There just seems to be this disenchantment here. And the Seven of Cups are not knowing which pathway to go. It's like they're in a little bit of a fog about where they need to go next. The Five of Pentacles, they could be affected by high inflation in the hopes and fears. They could be worried. I feel that a sense of worry here. The outcome is the Devil card. Toxicity, right-winged. Okay, this could be it could be also, that's the outcome card, the Devil. So that's a no, but there's generally, how does extremism even get a leg up? It's when people are disenchanted. But yeah, I just feel that, moderation. So that's a clear answer to the question. No, extremism won't wash nationally in Canada. It will not. They are far too balanced for that. It's a bit like Australia. We won't move to the extremes, either left or right. We're pretty much a level kind of country, and we're a lot smaller, of course, than the major countries like the US. But I see now a lot of regret over past actions, a lot of soul searching and wanting to move toward that balance. The Queen of Wands talks about perhaps next, or an up and coming female leader. Canada is looking where to go next. And there's a lot of regret about the past for all sorts of reasons. We've got this partisanship. I think they're even regretting that. The Chariot, things getting out of control. It's like the era of nationalistic extremism is done. It's done, and I've said that before. We've got a coming together. So Trudeau certainly is stronger now than what he was a year or 2 years even ago. But I do feel that there's a lot of, change. There's a lot of change that Canadians have experienced in that time, and they are a people, pardon me, that they want to look at new horizons. They want to move toward the new, and they're just not sure quite yet what that is. But as for extremism, no, it's definitely not that. That day is done. All right, my country, Australia. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at my country. My country, Australia. There's a lot of dust in the air. That's why I'm having trouble here. I've got an allergy to dust. Not so good, is it? But anyway, all right, so Australia. The biggest issue, I think, here is the cost of energy, inflation, or the issues. Inflation, and we are putting a referendum to the people at the end of this year on the voice, an Indigenous Aboriginal voice to Parliament. It's sad. The voice is sad because Indigenous people are divided over it. Aboriginal people are divided over it. They don't want to cede any kind of power through tokenism. We've got the right wing campaigning against it. It's turning into be. It's not something that we're unified over at this stage. But Australia, in terms of its economy, its position, it's back talking to China now. It's also responsible for a lot of diplomacy in the Pacific. I think largely Australia's doing well, but let's just pull some cards. Show me Australia in 2023. Ooh, there goes the card. Okay, moving out of troubled waters. Yeah, that's generally the feeling that I'm getting. We're on solid ground. We might not agree on everything, but at this stage, we're winning. Two really nice cards, and as an Australian, I'm pleased to see those. Queen of Pentacles, stability. You know, economically wise, we're not doing so bad. You know, we've got high prices like everywhere else, but we've got a lot of stability in Australia in our society. The Queen of Pentacles talks about economic stability as well. It can also be my card for national security. A lot of us are worried that we're only a small nation. But anyway, we've had these new starts. We had almost like a revolution in the last national election where a record number of women were elected. They called them teals. They're very concerned about the environment. There's a lot of good happening in Australia. Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter is crowning this reading. So I see fortunate change. And that card came up in that position for Russia as well. I see fortunate change post Vladimir Putin for Russia. That's the vibe, but it's a long way out. It's longer out there. The Wheel of Fortune for Australia. So in the immediate future, we've got the 10 of Wands. That's finishing an old cycle. So 2023 might be about finishing old cycles. And again, like Canada, what's next? What's new? But we have here small steps forward, generally in 2023 for Australia. And we've got judgment and inevitability that we will move forward. At the last election, we chose progress, not regress. Progress, that's really important. Progress, not regression back to the past. Three of Pentacles in the hopes and fears, working together. We hope we can work with our allies. Australia's working with Japan and the US. And India as well, I think, is in the Quad. So we've got some good alliances. We are negotiating free trade deals with Europe. We're part of the Commonwealth, so we're close to the UK and Canada. And we've got the Six of Cups. So that's the past. The past, it's also our higher selves. Let's see what's crowning that. Yeah, commitment. A commitment to the past. So I'm seeing the voice here, the voice to Parliament, and something that comes to fruition in time. But people are very worried about prices. They're confused about whether or not COVID's coming back, whether or not they have the funds that they need, is their abundance secure? We've got the Hierophant card. They're looking to the government, this new government, to increase prosperity. I'm not sure that, well, I think it's going to take a bit more time to do that. I don't want to read on the voice yet to Parliament, whether that'll get through or not. I think, at this time there's too much murky water there. So we'll do that reading. The referendum's not till the end of the year. We'll do that maybe mid-year, take another look. All right, so where do we want to go now? I think we'll go to we'll go to the ex-president. Fulton County DA in Georgia has pretty much signalled indictments are going to come soon for those major players such as Trump, Lindsey Graham. I don't know if Lindsey Graham's included, but we've got indictments likely to be handed down for those people involved in the Georgia fake elector scheme, possibly the Find Me 11,000 votes. Go back to my reading on that. If I think of it, I'll link it below. It did say indictments would be coming. My yearly read on Trump indicated, definitely indictments. But the one I want to go to today is Jack Smith, the special counsel's investigation. By the way, classified documents were also found in Mike Pence's home, I think, in Indiana. My reading on Biden was that some were his own responsibility, but there was also that possibility that he had been set up in some way. And we might learn more about that through his special counsel investigation. Let's go to Jack Smith, who's investigating Trump for the January 6th insurrection, wire fraud, whatever, you name it. He's being investigated. I did get a really strong pull to obstruction of justice around his classified documents, and also to fraud. All right, the ex-president. Show me Jack Smith's investigation. What are the main themes emerging from Jack Smith's investigation of president? Must be these cards. The main themes emerging from Jack Smith's investigation of Trump. Okay, Russia, abundance, money. Harvesting. What did he harvest? Whoa! The devil card. Greed, avarice. Yeah, it's around money. Yes, there will be those January 6th matters as well, but so far there's this overseas foreign stuff here as well. The Page of Swords, that is the spy in the camp. What do they have? Do they have evidence, direct evidence of him providing something to somebody else? Looks like foreign connections. They're investigating his foreign connections. In the past, we have the Star card. That's hope. Hope that he will be brought to justice. Two of Wands, again, real pull to this foreign monies, foreign. And we have the Two of Wands, being patient, something coming to fruition in time. This is Piscean energy, confusion, which path to take. That's in the immediate future. It's like, which choice? Jack Smith has to make a choice. What is the charge that is the strongest, that the evidence is there for? It's about the money. The Ace of Pentacles. It's about the money. That's where he is at the moment. And we've got the Fool card. This is like the money that he perhaps took as a result of the big lie. And some of those pacts there that were set up for one reason and the money never came through. Where did that money go? That's and it's post-presidency. Where did the money go that he fundraised from, I guess, off the big lie? Wow. Okay, hopes and fears. We've got Four of Swords. Wounded in battle, retreat. There's a reason why. There's a reason why Jack Smith, who was investigating at The Hague, there's foreign connections here. And we've got the Sun. Whoa, this is direct action, full illumination. There's going to be a positive outcome. 2 months, 2 weeks, 2 months. I'm thinking more months. I think I got a big draw to March with Smith. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's the money trail. Goodness gracious me. Wow. And the King of Pentacles. So right now I asked, what are the major themes emerging? It's about the money for Smith now. That's where he's following that trail. And we've got the 9 of Swords. Somebody is extremely anxious. They want this investigation stopped. And we have here the theft of something, the big lie, and national security and the Moon card. So, oh God, it's wide-ranging, his investigation. It's not just about January the 6th, but it is about the money that was taken in from the big lie. Where did it go? Where did it come from? Who funded what? That's the main theme that's emerging right now in Jack Smith's investigation, which means they have good evidence on hand of that. All right, I'll leave it there. Thanks for tuning in. That's viewers' questions, hopefully answered. One for Canada, yeah. I think, as I said, the uncovering of mass graves in Canada has left its sadness. Every time a political leader shows they can't be trusted, that Canadians feel that. And that's where they are at the moment, looking for what's our next step forward. And I do feel that women will play a strong role in that. That's just what I'm getting. All right, thanks for tuning in, and bye for now.